Let's go right, though, to our special guest. FundStrat's Tom Lee is back with us today. Tom, you never shy away from making predictions, and you're making another big one. Why next week for what you call a monstrous rally into your epicenter stocks?
Hey, Scott. Yeah, happy Friday. We took a look at what happened the last time cases peaked, which was late April, and how many days before the market sort of decided that it was actually improving and then made a big violent rotation into the cyclicals, or what we call epicenter. It took 20 days last time. And if we look at the current context, daily cases peaked July 27th. The 20th day would be August 14th. You know, we've been seeing consistent 7-day declines in average daily cases, but our clients are kind of thinking this is, you know, in the middle ground. They're not clear if it's a decisive move. So I think it takes another week, and that's going to happen next week, and I think it'll be a violent rotation.
Really, and even you think people are ready to get out of these stocks that have been so tried and true. NASDAQ closes above 11,000 for the first time yesterday. Clearly, money still wants to go into big mega cap growth.
Yes. I mean, I think mega cap growth is cheap as a bond proxy because you're paying 50 times for an investment grade bond, 180 times for a 10-year. So paying 30 times for FANG isn't expensive. But when you look at the cyclical stocks, these are the names that have been written off by the market. You know, it's only 26% of the market cap. They're trading at around 15 times forward, which is the same as an emerging market stock. And we're talking about blue chip U.S. names. And so I think that there is going to be a need for people to have exposure. And if they think the trend in cases is falling and the economy is opening safely, and look at the jobs number today. We retraced 50% of the job losses. I think the economy is healthy. These cyclical stocks could rally big. And it was over 30% in about 2 weeks. It was a massive rally.
Still have a long way to go, though, in the jobs market, right? Yes, of course, we took a nice step in the right direction today.
Yes.
But, Tom, there was so much damage done, and it's going to take a long time to get that back. Maybe you have to wait till a vaccine or otherwise. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Scott, I mean, that's right. I mean, the economy is a wreck. I mean, there's a lot of carnage. It's the biggest depression, not in only our lifetime. It's probably the biggest depression the U.S. has ever experienced. But what we have to keep in mind is, like you said, there's a binary event. If we get a vaccine or a cure, a lot of the things that we think are permanent changes and risks to the economy really start to mitigate. And then again, that makes these stocks vulnerable to a massive, massive upside re-rate.
Look, you've been more right than wrong, and you deserve credit for that. And we're going to see. I mean, you're quite literally saying, next Friday is the day that you're going to get, and you use the word monstrous, not me. That's your word. What names are we talking about, though, Tom? You're a broad market watcher, but you do bring specific names to the table. What do our investors need to know?
Yes, well, we published an updated list of this trifecta. So I talked to our head of global strategy, Brian Rauscher, and Rob Slimer, our technician, and Ken, who does our quant model. It's names like Pulte, Target, Best Buy, but it's also things like Borg Warner, AutoNation, and potentially things like Mosaic, so some really deep cyclicals. It's going to be what we think a pretty broad-based rally, but what people probably perceive as high-quality companies that just got absolutely obliterated that could make a big bounce.
Interesting. Liz Young, you get the first crack at Tom Lee today. What do you think about what he's saying here? It's a very bold prediction when it's, maybe not that popular to make these kind of predictions, but he is. What do you think?
I love a bold prediction. I have a question, though. You talked about valuations a lot and that's going to drive some of this rally. I think we use the word rotation too much as an industry. And for it to really be a rotation, it means that money has to come out of one group and that same money has to go into another group. Do you think that's really what's going to happen here? Or is it more that there's cash still coming off the sidelines that will be overweighted into some of those epicenter names?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both. I think there is so much cash on the sidelines still. I mean, we can see it in the sentiment readings. I can tell by talking to our clients, they're very cautiously positioned. And we see it in the money market balances. It's still around $5 trillion. I mean, a monster amount of buying power. But I think there could be a rotation to the extent that people have been hiding out in growth names. And there are some expensive growth stocks. I don't think FANG is what gets sold because these are companies that really survived a true stress test. They're unkillable. But I do think there's a lot of growth stocks that people are hiding in.